Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about how our family lives off $41,000 a year currently in 2025. Let's get started and talk about it. That is how much our family makes a year, right around $41,000, and this is how we do it. Now some of these wouldn't be relevant to many people, but I'm just going to go with it anyway. Okay, the first one, which was smart, we bought our home, and we're starting out now, newly married, we would not have this option. But we bought our home in 1997, and we paid $65,000 for it. Now, our home is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and it was built in '62, and it's only about 1,350 square feet, does not have a basement. I'm originally from the Twin Cities, St. Paul, Minneapolis. I live in the Dallas, Texas area, okay? Now this home, it depends, might go for about anywhere from $230,000 to $250,000. So that's what it would currently go for. We wouldn't be able to afford a home like that on the $41,000. But we bought at a really good time. And in 2017, 2018, right in there, we did pay off that home by putting extra towards the principal. So that does help with that. Okay, number two, and I'm lumping this all together because I've mentioned this on several videos. We have multiple streams of income, so I'm always looking for new ways to make money. And even if I don't love change all the time, I'm always looking for ways to pivot. And so within the last few months, one thing I'm doing is I'm branching out and doing product demos at different stores besides Super Target. That way I can learn new skills. I also picked up another project with another mystery shopping company, and they do things differently, which I'm really enjoying. So I'm doing that. And one of my other friends does some things to make money on the side. Sometimes I help her and she gives me a little bit of money for that. So I'm always looking for ways to make money. You guys know I automate my savings. I mentioned that on a previous video. But another thing is I have multiple savings accounts, or what they would call sinking funds. I'm just going to give you an example. Our house is paid off, which means that we owe every year right around, and the bills come in about October once a year. We owe money for our home, our taxes. So state tax, county tax, and school tax. So it's 3 separate bills. I like to make sure that I have money ready to go. So when those bills come, I can just take it out of there and pay them right away. I'm not scrambling last minute like I've heard some folks do sometimes. So right now, I already have money, even though it's nowhere near October. I've got money set aside to pay those taxes, so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm always thinking ahead when it comes to large bills like that. And so I automate the savings, and I have several savings accounts for different purposes, which relieves a lot of stress. And multiple streams of income, always looking for ways to make money. Okay, number 3, we do try to keep our expenses low. I just actually went over it today. Our bills, this does not include groceries or any of that, is right around $2,165 a month. I'd love it was lower. The reason, some of you might say, that sounds like a lot more than me. The reason why it's higher is a lot of that are all insurances, and a lot of that is taxes. A lot of that $2,165. So I kind of have a thing where if it goes above $3,500 a month, and that includes money for groceries and all of the other kinds of things that we would spend money on too, gas and all of that. If it were to go above that, then I need to cut something and pull the reins in, because I really don't want to go over $3,200 a month for total spending for the month. Okay, next, transportation. When I was doing product demonstrations, my husband was driving me all over the place, because many of you know I don't drive. Well, it wasn't worth it with gas, wear and tear on the car, traffic, time displaced. So now I only work close to home, which means we're doing less driving, which means hopefully the car will last longer because we're not putting as many miles on it. So that's one way we're saving. Number 5, I really am good about keeping items maintained. For example, I'm with Levy Air and Conditioning, and I don't even know, plumbing and air conditioning. Anyway, they are coming out in May to check our air conditioner to make sure it's working, make sure that everything's good, so I keep items maintained. Number 6, we've paid off all of our debt. We have no consumer debt, no mortgage, and so that way anything that we would be throwing at debt goes into savings for emergencies so we can pay cash and not pay interest on things. Number 7, I have hobbies that make money like YouTube and different things like that. I like to think about, what are fun things that I love to do and I can make money at the same time. In other words, I'm always thinking, which can get kind of scary at times. So these are some of the ways we live off $41,000 a year. If you're living off a lower income, what are some ways you're doing it that you'd like to share with us? That's all I have to say for now. Love you, appreciate you. Hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye, everybody.